English is the language of business, and to be successful, you must learn this special business English vocabulary. In today's video, we will learn some English expressions used in business contexts. Hello and welcome to SpeakSmartEnglish.com. My name is Shilpa and I've got another informative lesson for you. Have you ever been in a business meeting where you couldn't understand everything properly? You were asked to touch base with some client and you were wondering what exactly you were supposed to do. Or somebody mentioned some figure as a ballpark number and you couldn't quite get why ballpark was added before number. Or in some other situation, you were explaining some proposal to your boss and he said, "Stop beating about the bush and come to the point." And you are left thinking, what's wrong? What should I do now? Yes, that's the story of many people, because there are several special terms used especially in business situations. Today, we will learn some of them. Are you ready? Here we go. So the first one, a tough break. When something unfortunate happens or something doesn't go your way, it can be called a tough break. You may also use other phrases like tough luck or hard luck or bad luck. For example, it was a tough break for the team when they lost the business deal after working so hard on it. Or, he got a tough break when he was denied a raise. The next, ahead of the curve or ahead of the pack or leading the pack. It means to be more advanced than the competition or rivals. It also means ahead of trends or current thinking. Sometimes some companies or some individuals are way ahead in their thinking as compared to the other people. They are above the average. So we can use this term to describe them. For example, we are continually looking for ways to stay ahead of the curve and provide added value to our consumers. Or, this new management system has kept the company far ahead of the pack in terms of product development. At stake. At stake means at risk. Something can be lost or damaged if you're not successful. For example, that's a very risky investment. How much money is at stake? Or, this presentation must go perfectly. The big promotion is at stake. Next, back to square one or back to the drawing board. If you're back to square one, you have to start something all over again because you failed to achieve the desired results. For whatever reasons, maybe the plan was faulty or maybe you faced far too many obstacles while executing the plan, or some factors changed during the course of the process. But the fact remains that you must go back to the starting point. For example, the negotiations have broken down. It's back to square one now. Let's get back to the drawing board and make a better plan this time. Next, backroom deal. It's an agreement or decision made in secret without the knowledge of the public, and often in a dishonest way. For example, I think they got the contract because of the backroom deal. Or, our company is transparent in its approach and doesn't approve any backroom deals. The next one is quite similar to the previous one, and the expression is under the table or kickbacks. Under the table means something which is done secretly and often because it is illegal. For example, they paid her under the table so as to avoid taxes, or he was accused of making under the table payments. Now you must have noticed that in this second example, we have separated under the table by hyphens, and that is because under the table expression has come before a noun. For example, we don't encourage under the table deals. There is another similar term, that is kickbacks, which means something which is paid illegally. For example, the kickbacks were disguised as personal low interest loans. The next one, behind the scenes. It means without being widely known or attracting attention. For example, a lot of negotiating has been going on behind the scenes, or the people who worked behind the scenes are the real heroes of this project. The next, ballpark figure or ballpark number, something which we discussed in the beginning of this lesson. And the meaning is quite simple: an approximate value or inexact estimate. Let's see how to use that in a sentence. I can't give you anything more than just sort of a ballpark number. Or the product rate which I have given to you is the ballpark number. I need some more details to confirm the final price. The next, beat about the bush or beat around the bush. When somebody talks about something for a long time without coming to the important topic, or somebody avoids to talk about something directly, we can use this expression. For example, stop beating about the bush and tell me what you want. I don't want to beat about the bush. I just want to tell you that I'm quitting. And now the last one, touch base. It simply means to make contact with someone or talk to someone again, especially someone you haven't communicated with recently. For example, will you please touch base with the marketing team and find out how they're progressing? Shirley and I touched base on this issue yesterday, and now we have a perfect plan to sort this matter. Now you have learned some essential business English expressions. Of course, there are a lot more, but don't worry, we are going to learn them slowly but steadily. And for now, go ahead and practice these expressions. In fact, why don't you make some sentences using some of these phrases? And don't forget to share them with me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to all. See you next time. Till then, happy learning. Bye.